Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I want to go through all this. I've seen so much stuff on Twitter today, but I haven't actually like really looked at Wowhead. So 10.1, we've got the new zone. I get so excited for new zones. New zones are like, honestly, I spend a lot of time doing endgame content, like M+ and stuff, but new zones are like where my heart is at. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite part of every new expansion is I cannot wait to see the new zones and like fly around them or run around them usually, but now we have dragon riding. Fly around them and explore them and like see all the new little critters and creatures, and oh, it's just my absolute favorite part. So we got the new zone and new story content, which I'm always a little excited for story content. I'm always a little excited for it. I don't pay crazy amounts of attention to the lore, but I'm always excited for little bits of cutscenes. WoW cutscenes are just my absolute favorite. We have the new raid and the tier sets. I have seen the tier sets. We'll get there. We'll get to the tier sets. The new mythic dungeons. I'm both excited and afraid. I'm excited for the affix changes that they mentioned and the new outdoor content, the new renowned faction. I'm gonna fall in love with them. I know. They're so cute. Dragon riding updates, more assaults. I like the assaults. I find them pretty fun. I know like the two kind of assaults that we've had so far in each patch have had mount rewards. Like it was the salamander and then the hornstrider. So we'll see if this one comes with a mount too. I would be very happy if it did. And then class changes, cross faction guilds. That is fucking huge. Let's go. To be honest with you, I did not see that coming this quickly. I really didn't. Love that. I'm all for it. All right, I want to look at the concept art. I did see this picture. Oh my god, isn't that just gorgeous? All right, we got the Zaralek Cavern. I am so excited for this zone. I am like big hyped for this zone. And the Niffin. Oh my god, they're so cute. I was looking at them earlier. They're like cute, but in a like an ugly way. Look at these images. Oh my gosh, that is just gorgeous. Looks like there's like some sort of entrance to something right here. Oh man, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing me zooming through these little holes in all the rocks on my dragon, just doing the barrel roll and tucking the wings in and just zooming through those. And by zooming through them, I mean probably smacking into it, but we're gonna give me the benefit of the doubt. From what I've been seeing, this zone is underground. And I actually saw a post on Twitter that there's no loading screen, potentially. You are actually under the zone, which is super cool. That feels so fresh and so new. Like, what? That's very cool. Also, we can fly. When I first read underground, I was like, oh no. I had flashbacks to the Maw of like not even being able to summon him out for a while, of like, help, this is where I quit. But no, wonderful. Can't wait. So excited. I think it's gonna be great. Like, look at that. If that isn't fucking gorgeous, like with the green, like it almost looks like crystals kind of like coming out of the ground. Oh, that is just so pretty. I'm very excited for that zone. I think it's gonna look absolutely beautiful. And the Niffin, look at him in his little hut. Is that not the cutest thing? Oh my god. Look at his little mole hands. Look at his little mole claws. I'm excited. They're like an ugly cute. You know what I mean? Which I'm very here for. Niffin be sniffin'. I love that. Niffin be sniffin'. Oh, new beasts, new critters, new enemies, new things. That's cool. It's like a dragon head rising out of the flame. Okay. What is this? It looks like a little stingray. It's like a little stingray. Also, look at this. Look at those ears. Those ears are so... This is gonna be so cute. Look at the little crystal porcupine. Oh, that's by far my favorite. The crystal porcupine, let's go. Look, he's so cute. I want to tame the crystal porcupine. We'll see. Even though I'm 100 that doesn't use pets, I want to tame the crystal porcupine. It's adorable. Lava Hydra boss concept. Ooh. Oh, it is a Hydra. I knew the body looked familiar, but the dragon part was like throwing me off. Elementium dragon boss concept. Oh man. It's a prototype for Deathwing. There's an opportunity to give backstory, being a subject of experimentation. Oh, man, that looks cool. Look at that. The head on it reminds me of the Gladiator reward dragon riding mount customization. It's got like that same kind of like helmet on it. Shadow Flame is used to reanimate this dragon, black dragon. Underneath the bones and flesh is that Shadow Flame energy. FX is clustered around the wings and the chest. That makes sense. The armor is able to break off in sections for the fight. Oh, that's very Deathwing of them. Okay. Mainly more grouped in sections. It's meant to feel like a prison. As we break down its armor in stages of the fight, it reveals more of the tragic nature of the dragon. I like the thought process behind that. I really do. I enjoy that. Balancing act of making the armor feel like Deathwing, although probably not as powerful feeling as Deathwing, but still cool and iconic in its own right. That is very cool. That is beautifully done. Oh man, this outdoor set. Oh, okay. I am so happy with this outdoor set. So happy with this outdoor set. I was a little bit mediocre on the ones that we've had so far. The Veldraken like day clothes that they gave us, like that's cute and like it's cool to have kind of like a casual kind of deal and not like a big armor deal like this. Oh, if I'm not a sucker for armor like this, man. For this to be like outdoor concept armor, this looks so fucking good. I am very much here for this. Yeah, so plate, mail, leather, cloth. I really like that cloth set. I really like that cloth. Honestly, I like them all except the leather is a little bit meh for me. It just doesn't feel like there's as much going on, but it's also leather compared to like plate and mail should be a little more clunky. And the cloth has more of the rope feel, which makes sense. So I don't love the leather one, but I do really, really like the other three. I actually really like this mail set for once. Mail is usually the one that I'm not liking, which as a hunter main is very unfortunate. And we'll get to tier sets, but I really like this. I like that like little bit of a wing. I prefer the plate shoulders. God, those plate shoulders are fucking cool. But I like these too. They're really leaning into the asymmetrical shoulders with the male sets, which I don't know if I love or not. I like it on this one, like this side has the dragon head and this one doesn't. I like it here. It's a little bit more subtle. Again, we'll get to the tier sets, but I really like the fact that it's a black dragon kit because I'm a little bit of a sucker for the black dragon. Like when I got to pick my Veldraken casual clothes, I picked the black dragon one. Huge heads on the plate, the gnarly jaw shapes on the leather, the wings that make up the drapery and the claw. The mail set was definitely a challenge. I was gonna say they skipped mail. There's this idea of a dragon's body wrapping around the shoulders, but we still wanted it to feel like functional armor. Yeah, plate doesn't get functional armor. We do. Having the shoulder pieces be symmetrical in their overall shape, but adding asymmetry with the dragon head. Having pieces that trail off the claw, gripping the arm, and the tail coming off the other shoulder. See, I do like that. I like the lack of asymmetry, but it's asymmetrical. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like that it looks balanced, but it has that little hint of asymmetry. I like that. I'm here for that. These are cool. I'm sad there's no bow. I'm hoping maybe there will be, but I won't hold my breath for that. We tend not to get bow transmogs like out in the world. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Bows seem to like just always get skipped over. This one's very cool. I could see this being on like my Demon Hunter. I feel like my Demon Hunter could probably wield that. Very black dragonflight will go beautifully with those sets, except what am I gonna do? There's no bow. Rip. We'll see. There's time. That can change. Aberrus main concept. This is the raid. Oh man, it does feel very like just all the, I don't know, like Blackwing layered now there, like just which is also like dragon stuff, so of course, but I'm here for it. I'm very here for it. I'm excited. I wonder why they did these in black and white. I'm curious because everything else is in color. That's very interesting. Early explorations of larger test tube props. Failed experiments. We wanted to push the more macabre side, make it feel a bit scarier, hence the creepy malformed beings inside the test tubes. Oh, I'm so here for that. That's super cool. Oh, you know what would be cool if we got like a toy of these? If like a toy of this, like, I don't know, maybe it's like you hold it as a lantern or something and you had this like little, or like you hold a jar with this like little malformed thing. I would be so here for that. I'd be so here for that. The upgrade system. I have not looked at this at all. I have 25%. I'm 25% blonde. I have 25% more fun. Let's go. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm a quarter blonde. Yeah. Okay. So, what is this upgrade system? Available for open world raid. Raid. Oh my god, is raid gear upgradable? Please, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That is so overdue. Holy shit. I'm so tired of like not needing anything from raid because I do M+. Will not work on PvP and very top end. That's fine. Will not work on crafted. That makes sense. 2 forms of currencies, flight stones and crests. Crests come in 4 different varieties, whelpling drakes, worms, aspects, each corresponding to an increasing level of difficult content. Okay. When you upgrade a piece of gear, you'll have to pay a crest based on the item level you're trying to upgrade it to. There's a massive discount in the upgrade cost if any character on your account has a higher item level in that slot. Wait, so this is like essentially account wide is what that's kind of saying? Not super account wide, but like having it on your main makes it oh my god, makes it easier on your alts. Let's fucking go. That's a win. That's a win. Second higher for ranks trinkets one-handers, comprising of 50% reduction in the amount of flight stones needed. 50% is a big reduction. I'm interested to see how it feels in terms of like what it takes to get those, especially on an alt, because even though it's reduced, I'm interested to see what I have to do on an alt to get them. But that's still good news. There's a weekly cap. Of course there is. 10 of each kind. Cap increases over time. Okay, so they're still kind of doing the Valor cap essentially with it. That's fine. I don't hate the Valor cap as long as it doesn't overstay its welcome, which it sometimes does. So we will see. I don't mind that it's gated. We will see if it doesn't get over gated for too long. That's my only concern. I do like that. A single system that covers most of the game. I like that. There's always a lot of systems. I'm over it. Will last for the duration of season 2 and we'll evaluate it. Okay, you complete a world quest, kill a unique creature, run a mythic keystone, kill a raid boss. Okay, so it's kind of similar to the trading post where you can get credit towards that by doing a whole ton of different activities, whether it's endgame or just open world like world quest. Okay, I like that. The old gods are in the, okay. If you're upgrading an item that's lower than the highest, you get a discount. We don't want you to feel penalized for upgrading the wrong item. We want to encourage experimentation of various trinkets. That's good, okay. If you already have a couple trinkets at 415, but you get a new trinket at 402 that you want to try out, you'll be able to upgrade it without spending any crests. You'll only spend half the flight stones. Okay, and the flight stones are the ones that are uncapped. Okay, this is sounding promising. I'm liking this. So low item levels, 376 to 398. It will take 5 to 8 world quests to upgrade a piece of armor. That's nothing. At medium item levels, 402 to 424, which is where I'm sitting right now. So that's where I'll be sitting going into the season. It'll take 3 to 5 mythic keystone dungeons to upgrade a piece of armor, depending on the key level and the armor slot. Okay, that's not horrible. I mean, we were only getting 200 valor per keystone. So if you had to do a big upgrade, you could potentially have to run a lot more than 3 to 5 to upgrade one piece, depending on how low the piece you got dropped at. You know, like I thought I was gonna have to upgrade my best in slot cloak from a +2 because I could not get it to drop on anything, but I had only ever seen it from a +2. So I thought I was gonna have to spend fucking all my time grinding 3k valor to upgrade that cloak. But turns out I chased someone down who it dropped for someone else in a temple that I did, and I chased them down for it because they left the group like immediately, and I chased them the fuck down. So I didn't end up having to do that. But for me personally, I only ever got it to drop on a +2, so I was gonna have to farm 3k valor. So needless to say, I chased the person down, and they were wonderful and went out of their way to get it to me. 3 to 5 mythics to upgrade a piece sounds on average more efficient to me, so I like that. We'll see how it feels, but I think I like that. Higher levels, 428, 441. It can take upwards of 10 normal dungeons. 10 normal dungeons. I mean, you can cruise through normal dungeons. That's easy. That's easy if you can get them doing normal. At all levels, 3 raid bosses or 2 if they're end will get you enough to upgrade a piece of gear from that tier. Okay. Stand! 3 raid bosses, we like it. Easy, like clearing every week. Okay, yeah.
For the Alliance!
I think this is...
No.
We'll see how it feels, but my initial is that this sounds okay. We'll see how it feels in execution, but I think that's gonna be okay. There's a lot of Q&A, which I won't go through because there's a ton. Okay, all right, fam, we made it. We're here. Tier sets. Oh, look, Hunter's the very first one. We can just talk about it right at the gate. Right at the gate, we could just talk about Hunter. Listen, I know Hunter always gets the shaft, okay? I know, I'm used to it. I'm used to it, it's fine. I'm not a fan. The only thing I'm digging is that the helm, like those kind of look like wolf ears, the way they're like turned in a little bit. They kind of look like wolf ears. I dig that, but I always hide my helm. And like, what are these toes? What are the toes? I actually kind of like that. I kind of like that. I like the idea. I don't love how asymmetrical the shoulders are. So when I looked at the World Outer Zone content gear earlier, the male has both symmetrical but also asymmetrical shoulders. So they are like equally symmetrical in like the piece that comes up, but they have a little hint of asymmetrical with the dragon head on one side. I love that. I think it looks fantastic. I'm not against the asymmetrical, but the just one huge shoulder on one side, I don't love it. I get what they were going for. I'm interested to see other recolors, but I'm not hopeful. I also just feel like there's no effects. Like, there's a little bit of a glow, but like some of the effects on the other sets are crazy insane. So nice. I just feel like there's no effects, which I feel like is always the case for the Hunter set. Like, we don't get anything cool like smoke or like fire. I just feel like we always miss that. Unfortunate. I'm not super happy, but it's fine. It's not a bad set. I don't hate it. I wanted something cooler. Oh, this is heroic. Oh, they literally stated that it was Hunter heroic. I gotta take it back. I don't like it. I don't like when they do this whole Pandaria vibe hat for monks. I don't love it. I kind of like the rest of it though. I don't like, it's not amazing, but I don't hate the rest of it. I like the Demon Hunter set. It's very Blood Elf. I'm interested to see how it looks in other recolors. I think it might just be the coloring of this set. They don't state if this is heroic or not. It's much more gold than the Hunter set, so I would assume that this is not heroic, and there's no green in the Hunter set. So I would assume that this one's not heroic based on the different colors. But it's very Blood Elf. Yeah, it's very Sunwell. So I'm interested to see the different recolors and how it looks like that, because this one is just screaming Blood Elf, not Demon Hunter to me. Fits the monks, the hat. Yeah, like I get that that's the vibe they go for with monks. Like, I'm not a fan of it, but I understand why they go for that vibe. Not a huge fan though. I'm hoping that these crystals things, it's hard to tell from the picture. It looks like they might have a little bit of a glow to them. I'm hoping they have more of a glow. That could help this set a lot. And then Evoker. I think the Evoker set's really cool. I like the Evoker set. I like how the shoulders kind of look like wings, which would be interesting because Evokers already have wings. I quite like the Evoker set actually. Interested to see recolors. I really want to see all the colorations of these. Look, this Druid set. I've seen mixed reviews on this Druid set. Remove the helm. I'm here for it. I love that. I love that Druid set. That is beautiful to me. It is gorgeous. I want to see recolor so bad, because all I'm picturing is like the dragon that we got for pre-ordering Dragonflight. That's all like the green leaves, just like that. That in green. Oh my god. I really wanted, like, even that, I like that recolor. That's a very interesting color palette. I really like the Druid set. I may need to bust out my Druid. That Warrior set's pretty cool. That one's very red. Interested to see what that looks like not in red. That's a cool helm though. I don't really play a Warrior, so I'm just kind of a little bit indifferent. I think it's very plate looking. It's very plate looking. The Shaman one, I actually really like that. I actually really like the Shaman one. Big fan of the Shaman one. Those shoulders, I think it's the shoulders that are doing it for me. Like, you can see the little animation out of them as well. And then like it's complemented with like the little, like the very shaman-y, like I feel like this would look good on a troll shaman, which I have, because the tusks always like remind me of trolls. I have a troll shaman. I would love to get that on her. I quite like it. I like the horns in the helmet too. I think that's different. These, listen, I can't even, these are purple. Like, yeah, I'll sell my soul. This is why I want to see recolors. This is why I want to see because they're also like red and gold, and like I'm not about it. Yeah, mage, rogue, warlock, left to right. And sure enough, yeah, mage mythic, rogue mythic. That warlock is listed as elite PvP. Basically gladiator. Yeah, it's just funny because like tier sets, like you think we're looking at raid, but for some reason that one's elite PvP. Very warlock though. Like that helm, extremely warlock. Amazing. Now the set that everybody is losing their shit over. So it's Death Knight Priest Paladin. Look at that fucking priest set. WoW Twitter was losing their fucking minds over this priest set. Probably still are. And for good reason. Look at the wings. That's so fucking cool, man. I'm not a fan of the Death Knight set. The Death Knight set is very Shadowlands Torghast to me, and I like, why? Why? Wrong expansion. It's very Torghast to me. It's very Tormentors of Torghast, which I'm surprised to see. It looks good. It looks really, it's a very beautiful set. Well done. Love the shoulders. I'm just surprised at how Torghast Tormentor it feels. I'm kind of surprised Paladin got a robe. I'm not gonna lie. It surprised me a little. Do they have difficulties listed for these? No, they don't. This is the only really, that's the only blue one. I'm wondering, so red is heroic, purple is mythic. We've almost got 3 other ones going on here. Like, I can't figure out which one is LFR, which one is normal, but there's also an extra, because like this one's blue and this is the only blue one. So where is the blue coming from? But then we've got 3 that have that like, muted blue. I feel like the druid kind of has that vibe too. The muted blue with the yellow. So we got those 3. I don't know what difficulty those would be. Like this is blue and gold and red, and this is blue and gold and red. And this has that muted blue, but with like red orange. But this is just straight up like blue and gray. Maybe they are from the same difficulty. It's just, it feels like there's like a discrepancy there, but I don't know. We'll find out. Outdoor content. So this is the assaults. And the tier and the blue Dragonflight questline. Okay. There's not a whole lot on this, but that's fine. I'm interested to see the rewards from the assaults because I see assault and I think mounts, dragon riding mount customizations, pets, which is right up my alley. So I'm excited for that. More tier questline. Yeah, so those assaults are into the cavern, it sounds like. And a mount. We get new dragon riding mounts. New dragon riding mount, helm on a dragon. Let's go. Instead of just the saddle. Okay. Love this one. Love this one. Big fan. I'm less enthused about this one, but it's still very cool. These are so beautiful. The blue, the red. I actually really like this one. It's like gray, but with the yellow armor, it like stands out. I like it. Yellow, I'm so here for that. I was using the yellow scales on my Drake for a bit, so this one's cool. Big fan of this one. Yeah, and then there's all the eyes, the head armor, the jaws, the noses, the skins, armor style. There's so many customizations. I won't really go through all those, but there are some cool ones. The skin colors is the big one. I really do like that there's a white one. Oh, there's 2 yellows. Interesting. Okay, there's like a bright yellow. I like the blue one. I'm a big fan of this like black Dragonflight one, but like it's got some purple mixed in there. It's very black Dragonflight, but with purple mixed in. I like it. I like this a lot. Black Dragonflight meets Spyro, 100%. Season 2. So we have the other 4 Dragonflight dungeons, as per expected. Halls of Infusion, Brackenhide, Ultima, Neltharius. I'm interested to see how Brackenhide goes. But yeah, we've got Neltharian's Lair, Freehold, Underrot, and Vortex Pinnacle. Yeah, from Kata. That's the furthest back we've seen since they started introducing the older dungeons, which is exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a very new dungeon pool for me. I didn't play during Kata, so I've only ever like soloed this place, which is irrelevant. Didn't play during Kata, so I don't know that dungeon. I played a lot during BFA, but I was very casual. I did not do a lick of M+ during BFA. I don't even remember running Underrot. I remember running Freehold, but I don't even remember running Underrot at all. So I don't know either of those at all, really. I've run Freehold, but I don't know it. Didn't run it on Mythic+. Neltharian's Lair, I do know. I ran a shit ton of Neltharian's Lair because I ran a lot of dungeons in Legion. Some Mythic+, like I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't do anything like over a 10 in Legion. but I did run a lot of dungeons, so I feel very familiar with Neltharion Lair, like extremely. But the other three may as well be brand new fucking dungeons to me. And then like the other 4 are gonna be brand new for Mythic Plus. So like, I got a lot of learning to do next season. I got lots of learning to do. Oh God, I'm gonna be a disaster in keys the first couple weeks. There's also going to be no seasonal affix. That will be interesting. And the bucket of affixes is getting a refresh. I'm interested to see what that means. I haven't looked at this. Seasonal were added in BFA, from Infested to Thundering. They've been loved and hated. True. Weave-in clears between mechanics, which force you to spread, and a severe punishment. Yeah. Thundering had some shit overlaps and was extremely punishing. I don't mind the overlaps as much as you can't be punished that hard when fucking 3 things overlap. But anyway, it is what it is. I kind of liked Thundering actually besides that, but that was part of its problem. So we don't know exactly how they are refreshing the affixes. Level 7 bucket. Along the lines of an affix for that bucket as well as no level 10. Level 10 was the seasonal, right? So they're not going to get rid of anything else besides the seasonal. It's just the seasonal that they're not doing this season coming up. They're just looking to refresh the other ones, which I think is good because the affixes were meant to keep M+ fresh and different every week. And they do. They're doing that job. But we've had the same affixes since Legion, so they're not doing that job anymore. So I don't know if a refresh means new affixes. They're not going to remove any in terms of having less. I don't think they would just swap them out with different ones if they're making new ones, but I'm just hoping that it's something that brings that refresh. Well, I mean, it's literally called a refresh, so I'm hoping that that does exactly what it says it's going to do. They're doing simultaneous raid unlock. Doesn't really bother me, to be honest. I'm not mad about it. I know some people don't like that, but I don't really care. Story spoilers. I don't know if I want to story spoil. I'm gonna watch the cinematic. All right, is it cinematic time? I think it's cinematic time.